Welcome to Awesomemay talks about Illumination for the 1,000,000th time, cause this never gets old, yeah. I find it really fun to talk about Illumination movies for some reason. I'm to a point where I've made so many videos about them, I'm starting to think I might actually just be a secret fan. The plots for these movies definitely appeal to a more younger audience and don't really offer more substance than just filler, but that also makes these movies very entertaining to talk about. Why do you think so many commentary channels make video essays on Shark Tale or like Hoodwinked? Because it's fun to talk about bad movies. Nobody wants to hear somebody talk about how good something is. Boring! After seeing the trailer for the Mario movie, I'm kind of backtracking on how much I dogpiled on this company, cause oh my god did this trailer kind of save them. It's absolutely stunning. Jack Black is just the perfect Bowser, whoever casted him needs a raise. Anyways, it's the Christmas season and you know I have to cover the Illumination Grinch. Another Illumination movie alongside Despicable Me 1 and Sing 2 that I actually don't think is that bad on an animated movie aspect. Take that with a grain of salt, you're not going to walk out of this movie ready to change your life, but you might be like, oh, that was cute, I guess. I kind of already talked about this movie in my Illumination video, but that was right when I started shifting to movie reviews and I was kind of rusty. I don't know why I was so loud half of that video. So apparently Mario is going to be an animated movie? Literally everything is becoming an animated movie. Why am I screaming? Calm down. We start with a zooming introduction to Whoville, where I take a few minutes to question what the Whos actually are in this movie. Are they human? Are they animals? Are they like literally actually a species called Whos? Like if you zoom in, it's very obvious these guys don't have skin. That is very obviously fur. They are literally furries. But that confuses me because it kind of takes away from the crude backstory of the Grinch. Like if the Grinch is just as furry as half the Whos, then he is no longer an outcast. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, guys, is that who I think it is? We actually get some pretty funny gags in the first 20 minutes with the most fire music from Tyler, the Creator.
You're a mean one. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a catfish. You're as charming as an eel.
I remember when this movie came out, everyone was talking about the Tyler, the Creator soundtrack. Say what you want about Illumination, but oh my god, are they smart with literally all their choices. Definitely on their marketing pop culture scale. They know all the best brands. You got Minion phone commercials. You got Minion waffles. I feel like they just know everybody in the business. We meet the cute little Grinch sidekick Max, who's actually really adorable. I feel like Illumination just went back to their Secret Life of Pets database, found a dog they never used in the movie, colored it brown, and called it a day. I genuinely don't understand this part. Why did they add this? Is the Grinch not the Grinch? Why is he putting his own body on? Are these Grinch extensions? I always cringe when they rhyme in this movie. I don't care if it's a Dr. Seuss story. I just can't take it seriously.
Yes, Whoville is great. That is known far and wide. And 3 weeks through December, this place hits its stride.
We also meet Cindy Lou Who, who is the biggest suck up ever. Can we talk about how freaking nice this Cindy Lou Who and her mom are in this movie? They're so nice it actually makes me mad. I could feel my hands tensing up anytime this girl would say anything. I felt like I was watching JoJo Siwa for an hour and 30 minutes. I completely despise when characters are nice to each other 24/7 because it's just so unrealistic. I hate nice people. Please shut up. You are not the center of the universe. You're not gonna get good points for being polite. There's no award for you. Shut the fuck. I'm more of a sucker for the dynamic of characters bickering with each other, but in the end realize they actually needed each other. I can work with that. It would have been so much better if they made Cindy Lou Who a goth rebel who, just like the Grinch, has lost Christmas spirit and needs to get it back. It would have made this movie so much better and more interesting. This movie very much focuses on trying to make you feel bad for the Grinch instead of him being actually scary. Oh my gosh, he stepped on a piece of paper. That's truly Krampus behavior. Half of an Illumination movie feels like they have nothing to animate, so they just come up with things on the fly and just try to work it in with the rest of the story. Like, we should animate the Grinch playing something cool. Okay, let's recreate that one scene from Despicable Me, but maybe alter it a little. His anger is very much justified because the Whos are just doing too much. They're so extra. Nobody needs a Christmas tree this big. So the Grinch then sets on his journey to become Santa Claus, and this causes him lots of silly oopsie moments. He tries to gather reindeer but is interrupted by a really annoying goat screaming. So now he has to settle on this thing.
Well, Santa had 8. He looks like he ate the other 7.
That's literally fat shaming. Half the plot also focuses on Cindy Lou Who, who is making a plan with her friends to capture Santa so she can tell him to give her mom the best Christmas or something. I don't know, nerdy, nice kid stuff, gross. And we as an audience are really excited to see what's gonna happen because we know it's not gonna be Santa who gets trapped, it's gonna be the Grinch, and that's super, super silly. And it does offer us some really wholesome moments, almost too wholesome for my heart.
She works all night and takes care of us all day. And it just isn't fair. She acts like she's fine. But I know, it's really hard for her. So I figured if anyone could fix that, it'd be Santa.
Wow. And I just asked him for a turtle.
I do actually like that they kept this movie simple. Going into it, you can tell this is going to be solely for entertaining and enjoyment purposes, and they make that really clear. There's not going to be a huge revelation. It's an Illumination movie, but I think what separates this from their bad films like The Lorax or Secret Life of Pets is that it doesn't feel too forced with its comedy and moments. They didn't have Grinch dancing to another Pharrell song or like a Mariah Carey cameo. It was just pure Grinch chaos, and it works. The voice acting is pretty good too. Benedict Cumberbatch does pretty well as the Grinch. I instantly recognize this kid's voice because it's literally the kid who voiced the Muffin from Astif movie.
I don't have very long. My parents set the timer. Dude, don't ask. It's new.
I also played Minecraft with the voice actor one time. He was like really good and I kept dying and it was really embarrassing. The problem that I think makes this movie very unnecessary compared to the Jim Carrey and the 2D one is the fact that it's way too wholesome that it almost makes you wonder why they wanted to make this movie at all. Like, you would think the whole fun about making a Grinch movie is that the Grinch is just an evil, cynical, scary looking jerk. So to make almost everything in this movie cute, it's like, why even bother? The whole fun of the animation is just gone. How do you make this and not get bored? Now, I don't need him to scare the bones off of children. I don't need him to look like the badly produced horror Grinch that's coming out, but I also don't need him to look like a 30-year-old who likes Mario Kart and walks on the beach. There's even this scene where Max gets hurt and then the Grinch says, "Are you okay?"
Max, are you okay?
You're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to be mean. You're supposed to not care about Max. Stop. The other thing is that the whole thing with the Grinch is that his teeth are yellow. He's got maggots in his smile. In the Jim Carrey one, they made it their priority to make his teeth look rotten. So how come this animated Grinch has the nicest teeth I have ever seen in any movie ever? I brush my teeth almost obsessively and I still look like a gremlin. Meanwhile, we got the Grinch walking around with the Kim Kardashian Photoshop pearly whites. It's almost like they purposely tried to make his teeth good looking. You know it's a problem when his teeth start to literally blend in with the snow scenery in the background. Why did we let them get away with that?
The whole point with the Grinch is that he's scary and his teeth are rotten!
The end and the heart growing of the Grinch is super anticlimactic. And it's really hard to care for this moment when the Grinch really isn't dislikable in this film to begin with, and none of the Who's even seem to care that the Grinch stole Christmas. But that's also the problem I had with the Jim Carrey movie. I feel like the pacing is way too fast during the actual emotional climax bit. Maybe it's just hard to get that moment perfect because your only basis for inspiration is like one page in a book. But they make up for it because the feast part is actually really sweet. I did start to feel happy for the Grinch. He deserves this. There's some really smart dialogue coming from the characters, and I actually cracked a smile while watching. So this movie did do something decent. It got me into the Christmas spirit. It really hasn't been feeling like Christmas for me this year, so this movie really helped me. Now, I just want to state that I actually enjoyed this movie my first time watching it, and I even appreciated it a little more when I rewatched it a second time and a third time. Animation-wise, this movie is just spectacular, and I feel like Illumination over the years has slowly been inching up to DreamWorks and Pixar in terms of very pleasing colors. I'm a color man. If I see some nice blue and green and orange and white tones in a movie, I will somehow make that movie my obsession. It doesn't even have to be good. The mountain backgrounds in The Grinch, though they're very dull, they do offer some very pleasing sights. I could make this a wallpaper on my computer and not even know it came from Illumination. I've even gone as far as looking up concept art, which to my surprise is almost 100 times better than this actual movie. Like, seriously, there is actual heart going into this concept art. Who knew? What I do find interesting about Illumination from other animation companies is that they're very secretive about the behind-the-scenes process of their movies. I don't think I've ever seen one picture of animators working on a movie for Illumination. Whereas Pixar has had full YouTube videos of animators working on Inside Out, Toy Story 4, Luca. Illumination could actually have a studio of robots and nobody would ever know. Has anybody ever seen an Illumination animator in real life? This is a conspiracy. I just feel like these movies show up and nobody gets noticed for making them. Now, as for my finishing thoughts, this is a fun movie to come back to. I don't remember anything memorable in this movie 5 minutes after watching it, but I always have a nice warm area in my heart while watching. Completely off topic, but maybe I do feel a little bad for titling my Rise of Gru review, Rise of Gru Ruined My Life. Because Illumination really hasn't been making me as mad as they did when they had that bunny singing a 2016 song in a 2019 movie. But anyways, I'm excited to see what Illumination has in store for the future. From all the sneak peeks we've seen of the Mario movie, it feels like they're slowly starting to embrace their visuals and embrace actual creativity. I gotta be honest, I am so excited and curious to see the Mario movie. Even if it sucks, I just want to see what their ideas were. And who knows, maybe even their next original film, Migration, will convince me they know how to make original films again. Wow, this is a video that I quickly did just like the Strange World video. I'm sorry for the lack of my character popping up. I really need to make some new stills, maybe add some more movement. It's been a lazy Christmas for me. I haven't lost motivation, I've just had too much motivation for other things and I'm just trying to juggle it and remember why I love YouTube so much. I did a little play, which was fun. I worked on some raps, which you guys should go listen to. I have a really cool event happening on my Discord server, which I think is done by the time this comes out, and you guys will see the video about it soon. I genuinely can't believe it's almost New Year's. I still feel like it's October. It has not felt like December at all, at least for me. I'm super excited to see what's in store for next year. It's crazy to think how much has changed on this channel in a year. I still remember asking my mom if she thought my channel would survive if I started switching to movie reviews. And then now to think it's gotten me to over 100K is crazy. My main goals for 2023 is to extend this channel beyond just animated movies. That includes more mature topics. I want to talk about live action trilogies, shows, maybe we'll dive into video games. Maybe I'll show my face more and hope people don't call me the glasses emoji. A lot more streaming, it's gonna be cool. But anyways, stay warm, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video.